1974, February, a winter. Seeing that car out there puts back a lot of memories. I was out by Dunnet, dark night, no long past a driving test, not going too fast. A couple of vans on the road, unused to driving at night, straight into front of it. Killed one boy. I spent a year and a half in hospital myself, another year before I could walk. It's hard, and when you see young kids whizzing around the streets and you think, one day they're going to come to the same cropper. It will happen. It's hard. It's no matter how much you try and blank it out, when you see something like that sitting at the road, and we had no airbags, and it's only when you're older it catches up with you, if you survive.
Bashbula, Death Blow. In Memoriam, Michael Gunn, 1966-1973. It was spring when they carried you into the house, as loose as a flail, a broken oar. Around the door my mother's lupins starred out, low in their flower beds like green chimney brushes. Low too the groan you uttered, ferried into the front room. The soft choking wake of that groan washes over me still as it did then in 1973. You died silently in that room, which I loved best in the world.
Well, I was in the car with my two cousins and a friend, and we were giving him a lift home, and we didn't know where we were because he lived out in the country. We were in the back roads, and it was all single track roads, and there was like loose gravel, and we were slowing down, but the car just kept going, and we drove off a bridge into a burn.
My mum's pal, she was driving along the Castlebar and she hit black ice, and her car flipped over the fence into Loch, and she was on her own in a van, so nobody was there to help her. She was there for about half an hour, and basically if she didn't get out she would have drowned and died. So.
I confess I have shored up the earthwork of my life with useless poetry, chasing it across stages like we did as boys after Yellow Butterflies, through the drills of Buddha Neeps. My cousin, as I knew you then, I miss you now, amongst the flagstone nouns and silver verbs.
When you talk about young folk doing silly things in cars, I can remember when we were younger, we used to do the same, because we used to go to country dances, and there'd be too many in a car and whatever.
It's every parent's nightmare, that phone ringing at night, or a knock on the door. And I don't sleep at night properly until I hear him coming in, and then it's like, okay, we're home now. But, I have family members that have lost their friends through fatal road accidents, and I've seen, that it's been really difficult for them to pick up the pieces and get some normality back in their life.
You rise up before me, still bloody and somehow half flat from the impact of the car. Your mouth to one side, your eyes a pair of dull garnets. You say, "You are jealous of me now, is that what you expect them to believe? The light you savour, I never knew. The rain you resent, I never tasted. How quick the season of the curlew passes. How short is the shuchad storm. The birch tree's silky rustle, which you love so much, I never heard. The dotted broom and the bursting whin in this year's yellow gift, which I will never smell or see. So record it all, my cousin, every lamb bleat and every bird song. And do not complain of loneliness, because soon enough you will cross the river. Now put me in memory where I belong.
You've got to concentrate not just on kids, but on accidents overall. How many kids has been left orphans because their parents is killed in accidents?
Cleaning the windscreen on my own vehicle, a Ford Escort van, when a young girl on the phone ran straight into the back of my parked vehicle and mine went over me and damaged both knees. I've had operations on both knees, and I'm still waiting to get them sorted, properly.
Well, my brother and dad was in a slight collision when they went down to England last time, and they texted me when they got to England. So I was like, don't come back up, just stay in England. I'll be fine, seriously, it's fine. I'll just stay at home. And then when they did come back up, I actually realised that I could have actually lost them. And that's like my whole family wiped out right there.
A school friend who was in my class at school, who sadly died in a road accident many years ago now, and I think it was the result of speeding.
We used to pile 6 of us into a car. We thought nothing of drinking all night in the brass tap, get our carry outs, pile into the car, somebody in the boot, and that was us. Get the country and western on the old cassette recorders, and we would drive 80, 100 miles to go to a dance. Why we weren't killed, I'll never know. Lost 3 friends in car accidents.
All colours contain you, Michael. All tastes and smells and sensations. All song, for there is an inadequacy in Sharon's trade, and I have no spare cash for his bony mitt. You are the sea, the sky, the earth. The flower remains, the door is shut, the house is sold. This is our mutual origin, our shared source. You run out into the field of imagination, a boy going home, 7 years under the sun.